Welcome into Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs. Welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. A big-time AFC West matchup. The 5-1 Raiders, who are in first place in the AFC West, against the 4-2 Kansas City Chiefs, who are currently tied with the Chargers and the Seahawks in a three-way tie for second. Kansas City will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by Capers at the 2-yard line, out over the 20, 25. And Marlon Capers out to the 28-yard line. And that's where Kansas City will have it, 1st and 10. The 10th year back out of Rutgers. And now the 8th year quarterback out of USC, Jason Plunkett, starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, the Chiefs, Chargers, and Seahawks, a three-way tie for second at 4-2, all one game behind the Raiders, who are 5-1. The AFC West, the division to watch. 4 of the 5 teams have winning records. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett on first down, hands off to Braxton Givens up the middle, and Givens down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Kansas City. Braxton Givens in his 6th year out of Tennessee. First down, Chiefs. One of our late afternoon games. One of the 4 o'clock starts. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. The Chiefs with 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Being shadowed. And he throws downfield deep, and it's nearly intercepted, broken up by Chris Viceroy. Let's take a look at the Chiefs' offense. Up front, it's Thomas, Carter, Hudson, Brooks, and Thompson. And then it's March, Capers, Manning, Mitchell, and Woods. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Kansas City from their own 39-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett hands off to Manning. And that's Vaughn Manning, the rookie out of Hawaii. He's going to end up losing 2 yards, making the tackle, number 96, Robert Smith, the 12th year defensive end out of Oregon. A loss of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for Kansas City. Chiefs opening drive. A huge game in the AFC West. 3rd and 12 from the 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett, play action, throws, and it's incomplete. Broken up by number 52, James Kingston, the 6th year linebacker out of LSU. And that'll bring up 4th down, and Kansas City's going to have to punt. So Kansas City's opening drive will end with a punt. Matt Runeger will come in his 16th year out of Ohio. Runeger gets the punt away. And this will be fielded by Robinson at the 14. Brings it out to the 17-yard line. Marcus Robinson, the 12th year back out of Stanford. Starting quarterback, Kevin Edwards, number 11, in his 9th year out of Army. Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Their opening possession of the game. The 5-1 Raiders, the 4-2 Chiefs. 6:40 left here in the first quarter, no score. Raiders first possession. Raiders come out, 1st and 10. In the I formation, Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell across the 20 out to the 22-yard line, a gain of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. John Chappell, the 10th year back out of Arkansas. Going to be 2nd and 5 for the Raiders at their own 22-yard line. Four receivers spread wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards draws back, fakes the handoff, throws outside to Francesca down the sideline. Big gain on the wide receiver screen. Out to the 40-yard line. An 18-yard gain by James Francesca, the 5th-year receiver out of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. First down, Raiders. A simple wide receiver screen. It works for 18 yards. And a Raider first down. Making the tackle for Kansas City, Luke Crosby, the rookie also out of UNLV. 1st and 10 Raiders from the 40-yard line, their own. They come out in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Chappell around the outside. Chappell down the sideline out to the 44-yard line of Kansas City. A 16-yard run by John Chappell. First down, Raiders. Into Kansas City territory. Adrian Bledsoe on the tackle, number 55, in his 5th year out of Texas. .520 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Edwards under center. Harrison in motion. Edwards, play action. Scrambling, throws down the sideline. It's caught by Harrison all the way down to the 22-yard line. Colton Harrison, the 4th-year receiver out of Duke, 22 yards to the Kansas City 22-yard line. First down, Raiders. And Harrison definitely got both feet in. Did a great job getting both feet in bounds. 5:04 left to play in the first quarter. Clock is running. 1st and 10 Raiders from the Kansas City 22. Edwards in the I formation. Edwards, play action, looks downfield, steps up, throws, and it's nearly intercepted. Broken up. And now let's take a look at the Raiders offense. Up front, Valdir, Hayes, Durham, Walker, and Barletta. And then it's Harrison, Peterson, Chappell, Siegel, and Francesca. Knocking the ball down for the Chiefs was number, it looked like 54, but I don't have a 54 on the roster. 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. 4 receivers wide for the Raiders. Edwards takes the snap, throws a screen pass to Chappell, who gets out to the 20-yard line. Just a gain of 2 yards. Let's take a look at the Kansas City defense. They play a 3-4. Crawford, Beard, and Bass up front. Linebackers, Mays, Tuggle, Bledsoe, and Joseph. And the secondary, Williams, Kearney, Crosby, and White. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Raiders from the Kansas City 20-yard line. Raiders opening possession after the Chiefs had to punt on theirs. On 3rd and 8. Raiders with 4 receivers set wide. Edwards back. Throws. Lofty pass. Touchdown. Colton Harrison for the Raiders. A 20-yard touchdown catch by Colton Harrison. And the Raiders take a 6-0 lead. A nice opening drive by Oakland, marching down the field on their first possession and getting a touchdown. The fourth-year receiver out of Duke, Colton Harrison. Alan McCoy will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 7-0, 4:16 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri, Week 7, here at Jammin' Sports. A battle in the AFC West. The Raiders at 5-1, the Chiefs at 4-2. Danny White will tee it up. He'll kick off for Oakland, the former Cowboy, in his 15th year out of Arizona State. Spent 14 years with Dallas, now in his first year with the Raiders. So Oakland takes a 7-0 lead on the 20-yard pass to Harrison. And now White will kick off. This will be fielded by Woods at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. And Desmond Woods brings it out to the 31-yard line. The 6th-year receiver out of Florida. This will be Kansas City's second possession as Jason Plunkett comes back out. 1st and 10. Doubleheader today. We've got the Colts and the Seahawks after this. We'll be in Seattle for that one. On 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to Von Manning, the rookie out of Hawaii. And Manning out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 12. And a Kansas City first down. That's their first-round draft pick, Von Manning, the rookie running back out of Hawaii. On the tackle, Eldon McCorkle for the Raiders, number 24 in his 4th year out of Syracuse. 1st and 10 Chiefs from their own 43-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett hands off to Manning again. A nice hole by Manning. All the way out to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 12 more yards. First down, Kansas City. Finally making the tackle, Ethan Washington, number 94. Along with Chris Viceroy, number 26. First and 10 Chiefs at the Raider 45. Trying to answer the Raider touchdown with one of their own. On 1st and 10. Plunkett hands off to Braxton Gibbons, and another big gain for Kansas City. All the way down to the Raider 26-yard line. 19 yards by Braxton Gibbons, the 6th-year back out of Tennessee. And all of a sudden, the Raiders can't stop the Chiefs running game. The Chiefs are getting big chunks of yardage every time they run the ball. First down, Kansas City. They'll have it at the Raider 26-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back. Rolls out, throws downfield, and it's intercepted by Zachary in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. That's number 30 for the Raiders, Kevin Zachary, the 8th-year safety out of Baylor, on the interception. It's a touchback, and the Raiders will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. It was a nice drive by Kansas City, but that ball was thrown well short. And Kevin Zachary, the strong safety, picks it up. First and 10 Oakland from their own 20-yard line. They're already up 7-0. First turnover of the game. 2:34 left here in the first quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. On first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Plunkett, actually Edwards, Kevin Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards throws, incomplete. Tried to dump it off to Chappell, but the Chiefs broke that up. And that'll bring up second and 10 with 2:31 left in the first. The 5-1 Raiders, the 4-2 Chiefs. A huge game in the AFC West. Second and 10 from the 20-yard line. In the I formation. Edwards hands off to Chappell around the outside. And John Chappell out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Jesse Tuggle, number 58, makes the tackle for Kansas City. The 10th-year linebacker out of Oklahoma. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Oakland at their own 22. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Luke Crosby, the rookie free safety out of University of Nevada, Las Vegas, broken up. It'll be 4th down, and the Raiders going to have to punt. Raiders go 3 and out on that drive. They do not capitalize off the interception. And that'll bring up 4th and 8. Danny White will come in to punt. Gets the punt away. And that will be fielded by Kearney at the 26. Escapes the tackle. And James Kearney brings it out to the 42-yard line. The 13th year strong safety out of Tennessee. James Kearney, a nice return. Jason Plunkett has yet to complete a pass to his own team. But the Chiefs will have it at their own 42. A minute 46 left here in the first quarter. Raiders up 7-0. A minute 46 left in the first. Chiefs come out, 4 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back, rolls out, throws downfield. A wobbly pass to March. Down to the 43-yard line. A 15-yard gain to Raymond March into Raider territory. The 11th year receiver out of LSU. First down, Kansas City. Raymond March. On the tackle, number 53 for the Raiders, Russell Smith, the 8th year linebacker out of Alabama. First and 10, Kansas City from the Raider 43. Kansas City trying to tie it up. Plunkett under center. Plunkett hands off to Von Manning. He goes down for a 1-yard loss back to the 44-yard line. Ethan Washington makes the tackle, the defensive tackle. And a loss of a yard, be 2nd and 11. Ethan Washington in his 4th year out of San Jose State. One minute left in the first quarter. Raiders up 7-0. Double hitter today. We've got the Colts and the Seahawks after this. Plunkett under center. Plunkett, play action, looks downfield, rolls out, throws, and he's got a man open, Harrington, all the way down to the Raiders' 17-yard line. A 26-yard reception. Eric Harrington, the tight end, in his third year out of Ohio State. First down, Kansas City, all the way down to the Raiders' 17-yard line. Marcus Robinson on the tackle, number 25. We're coming up on the end of the first quarter. 20 seconds and counting. First and 10, Kansas City from the Raiders' 17. 5 receivers wide. Plunkett looking, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. James Kingston, the linebacker, in his 6th year out of LSU, nearly intercepted that, intended for Pete Mitchell. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kingston should have caught that. It hit him in the bad spot, his hands. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Raiders up 7-0. Chiefs come out on 2nd and 10. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Throws outside to Manning, who's tackled right away for a loss of a yard. Making the tackle, number 58, Levi Gray. And that's the end of the first quarter. Raiders up 7-0 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. As we go to the second quarter, Raiders lead the Chiefs 7-0. Big AFC West battle. The Raiders at 5-1, the Chiefs at 4-2, one game back. As we start quarter number 2, it'll be 3rd and 11 for Kansas City from the Oakland 18-yard line. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Kick and Uncle in here, my moderator. Bring you the game. On 3rd and 11, Plunkett back, throws, and it's incomplete. Gloucester Richardson, the intended receiver, broken up by number 20. That's Randall Wheeler, the 5th-year defensive back out of Miami. It'll bring up 4th and 11. Dan Bailey will come on. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt on 4th and 11. Bailey in his 7th year out of Oklahoma State. This will be from 35 yards to get the Chiefs on the board. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Chiefs score, but the Raiders still lead it. 7-3, 7:53 left here in the second quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week number 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Whose number is that? Call back and find out for me. Raiders lead at 7-3, 7:53 left here in the first half. Bailey to kick off. Fielded by Robinson at the 2-yard line, out over the 20-25. And Robinson out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will have it, 1st and 10. So Kevin Edwards will lead the offense for the Raiders once again. They're up by 4. Still plenty of time here in the first half. Oakland will start from their own 28-yard line. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. Kevin Edwards, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Edwards back, looking, throws to the outside to Siegel, the tight end. Jason Siegel, 5 yards out to the 33-yard line. The 7th-year tight end out of Tulsa. A gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5. Clock continues to move. 7:25 left here in the first half. On 2nd and 5, the Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell. And Chappell 2 yards to the 35. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Luke Crosby on the tackle, the free safety. The rookie out of UNLV. 3rd and 3 for Oakland from their own 35-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards, play action. Throws, it gets knocked back in his face. Incomplete. I believe that was Greg Bass that knocked it back in his face. Number 99, the 5th-year defensive end out of Utah. It'll be 4th down. The Raiders going to have to punt. Danny White back to punt on 4th down. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Kearney at the 18-yard line, and James Kearney brings it back to the 29. And that's where the Chiefs will have it. Down by 4. 6:37 left here in the first half. Arrowhead Stadium. It opened up in 1972. That's 50 years ago. And is still considered one of the better stadiums in the NFL. It was way ahead of its time when they constructed it. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett, play action, looks downfield. Scrambling, he's going to take off. He's got the first down. He slides out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Kansas City. The 8th-year quarterback out of USC, Jason Plunkett. The Raiders are in first place in the AFC West at 5-1. The Chiefs are tied with the Chargers and the Seahawks for second place at 4-2. A 3-way tie for second. And then you have the Broncos, who are 0-7. We don't talk about them. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back. Throws, gets it out to Richardson across midfield to the 49-yard line. Gloucester Richardson. That's a gain of 11 yards. First down, Kansas City. The 7th-year receiver out of Pittsburgh. First down, Chiefs. This is a Kansas City team that beat the Cowboys a few weeks ago in Dallas handily. I think it was back in week 5. That was back in week 4. 38-7. Plunkett, play action. Throws deep. He's got a man, Mitchell. And he steps out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 31-yard reception by Pete Mitchell. First down, Kansas City. And Sports Davis is in the house. Good to see you, Davis. As always. Yep, your Broncos are 0-7. We got a good game going on here. The 5-1 Raiders, the 4-2 Chiefs. 1st and 10, Kansas City from the Oakland 18. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to Manning, and Von Manning out to the 11-yard line, a gain of 7. Making the tackle, number 53, Russell Smith, the linebacker. He'll be 2nd and 3. The rookie running back, Von Manning. All right, I feel better now. I got a moderator in here. Kicking Uncle's in here too, and Misty's here. Hi, Misty. Say hi, Misty. There you go. On 2nd and 3 from the 11. Plunkett throws inside, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 4:55 left in the half, and bring up 3rd and 3 for the Chiefs. Raiders would love to hold them to a field goal here. Kansas City trying to take the lead for the first time. 3rd and 3 from the Raider 11. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Throws inside to March. And Raymond March down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. First down, Kansas City. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Raymond March, the wide receiver, in his 11th year out of LSU. Kansas City's got some good receivers now. 1st and goal from the 5. The Chiefs come out in the I formation. Plunkett hands off to Braxton Givens. And Givens all the way down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. Finally tackled by number 58, Levi Gray, the 5th-year linebacker out of Nebraska. 2nd and goal for the Chiefs at the 2-yard line. Coming up on 4 minutes left here in the first half. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to Manning, and Manning goes down back at the 4-yard line, a loss of 2 yards. That play took too long to develop. And that's going to back it up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 4. James Kingston on the tackle, number 52 for the Raiders. Clock is running. 3:40 and counting here in the first half. 3rd and goal, Kansas City from the 4-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett looks to the end zone, looking, throws, incomplete. Threw it away. It'll be 4th and goal. The Raiders defense holds, and the Chiefs will have to resign to kicking a field goal. This will be a 21-yard attempt to make it a 1-point game. So Dan Bailey comes on from 21 yards. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Raiders still lead it though, 7-6. 3:25 left to play here in the first half. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week number 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Doubleheader today. We've got the Colts and the Seahawks after this. We'll be in Seattle for that one. We'll have one game tomorrow and then a doubleheader Thursday. And Thursday we'll wrap up week number 7. Bailey to kick off for Kansas City. This will be fielded by Robinson at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Marcus Robinson out to the 31-yard line. In his 12th year out of Stanford, still returning kicks in his 12th year. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 31-yard line. If Kansas City wins this game, if the Seahawks win and the Chargers were to win, well, the Chargers have already won this week, we would have a 4-way tie for first in the AFC West. Edwards on first down, rolls out, got hit as he threw, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, the Chargers have already won this week. They beat Denver, so the Chargers are 5-2. The Seahawks play next. If they win, they'd be 5-2. If the Chiefs win, they'll be 5-2, and the Raiders would be 5-2. 2nd and 10, Edwards under center. Edwards, play action. Rolls out, throws downfield. It's caught by Harrison all the way down to the Kansas City 34-yard line. A 37-yard catch by Colton Harrison, the fourth-year receiver out of Duke. First down, Raiders, all the way down to the Kansas City 34-yard line. I tell you what, Edwards put that, look at that, Lionel White launching himself at Harrison, and Harrison still caught it. A perfect pass by Edwards. I'm surprised Lionel White wasn't called for a penalty. He launched himself at him. On 1st and 10, Edwards back. Throws outside. It's intercepted by James Kearney, and he's going to go all the way. 70 yards on the interception return for touchdown. James Kearney, the 13th year safety out of Tennessee, picks it off at the 30-yard line and goes 70 yards for the touchdown. A 70-yard pick six for James Kearney. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Kansas City takes the lead for the first time. He just jumped the route, and he was off to the races. Wow. Let's see if they go for two. They'll probably just go for one right now. Yep. Alan McCoy for the extra point. Or excuse me, John Bailey. The kick is up and it's good. Chiefs lead it 13-7. 2:36 left here in the first half. A 70-yard interception return for touchdown. A pick six by James Kearney. And the Chiefs take a 13-7 lead. Still 2:36 left for the Raiders here in the first half. What a play by Kearney. He intercepted that pass and he had a lot of green real estate in front of him. Bailey will kick off. Kickoff will be fielded by Robinson at the 2-yard line over the 20-25. Marcus Robinson out to the 28-yard line. So the Raiders now down by 6 with 2:31 left here in the first half. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Kevin Edwards, the quarterback, he'll try to shake it off. Throwing that pick. Good crowd here tonight. I appreciate it. First game of our doubleheader. We've got the Colts and the Seahawks up next. On 1st and 10. Edwards under center. Edwards will hand off to Chappell, and Chappell gets nothing. A loss of a yard. Adrian Bledsoe on the tackle, the 5th-year linebacker out of Texas. A loss of a yard, be 2nd and 11. Clock is winding down, getting close to the 2-minute warning. Raiders from their own 27-yard line, 2nd and 11. Edwards under center. Edwards will hand off to Chappell. Tries to get outside. He breaks the tackle. And Chappell all the way out to the 40-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning. Chiefs up 13-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Chiefs and the Raiders. The Raiders at 5-1. The Chiefs 1 game back at 4-2. Huge game in the AFC West. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards draws back. Throws outside. It's intercepted by Kearney again. That's the second interception by James Kearney. On the back-to-back drives, Kearney gets the interception. The 13th year safety out of Tennessee. He's having himself a ball game. He fell down this time, so he didn't return it for a touchdown. So the Chiefs now, with a chance to go up by 2 scores, will take over at the Raider 48-yard line with 1:54 left. Here in the first half, they have 3 timeouts. Back-to-back picks the Raiders have thrown. First and 10 from the 48. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back, setting up a screen pass to Manning, and Manning breaks the tackle down the sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Kansas City first down. Vaughn Manning, the rookie out of Hawaii, the running back on the screen pass. 1:47 left here in the first half. Kansas City up by 6, trying to make it a 2-score lead going into half. 4 receivers wide, Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett draws back, throws, incomplete. He misfired. That'll stop the clock with 1:45 left and bring up 2nd and 10. Raymond Marsh, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 at the Raider 36. Plunkett this time under center. Plunkett, a delayed draw to Vaughn, and Vaughn, no gain. Actually a loss of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. Making the tackle, it looked like it was number 93, Leighton Cripps, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Kansas State. 3rd and 13, 1:25 and counting in the first half. Big third down right here. They're not in field goal range yet. Plunkett in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws across the middle to Mitchell, the tight end, and Mitchell, it's all he can do to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, he gained 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 11. This would be a 54-yard field goal attempt by Dan Bailey. It would put the Chiefs up by 9, a 2-score game. Here we go. Bailey from 54 yards. There's the snap. Kick is up, and he missed it. It was well short. It remains a 13-7 ball game with 29 seconds left here in the first half. The Raiders will take over at their own 44-yard line with only 29 seconds left here in the half. Edwards has thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. 2 interceptions here in the second quarter alone. Let's see what the Raiders can do. They don't have to go very far to get in a field goal range. To get a field goal before halftime, they have all 3 of their timeouts. 29 seconds to work with. Indianapolis at Seattle is the game after this. Doubleheader tonight. Edwards under center on 1st and 10. Edwards, 3-step drop, throws to Francesca. out to the 48-yard line. The Raiders take a timeout. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. James Francesca, the 5th-year receiver out of UNLV. And the Raiders have it at the Kansas City 48-yard line. 24 seconds left in the half. A nice day in Kansas City. It was 67 degrees at kickoff. 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards draws back. Throws down the middle to Siegel, the tight end. And Jason Siegel all the way down to the 24-yard line. That's a 24-yard gain. The Raiders take a timeout. And they're now in field goal range at the Kansas City 24-yard line. 17 seconds left in the half. Now the Raiders are thinking touchdown. They'd like to take the lead before halftime. They still have a timeout. They can take a couple of shots here. Chiefs lead at 13-7. Raiders come out on 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 24. Edwards under center. Edwards, 3-step drop, throws inside to Francesca, down to the 11. The Raiders take their final timeout with 13 seconds left. A 13-yard reception. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 11-yard line. The Raiders have time to take a shot at the end zone, but it has to be to the end zone. They have no timeouts. If they throw underneath and don't get in, they'll run out of time. You want to be able to salvage at least a field goal out of this. I would take one shot and then kick the field goal. On 1st and 10, 4 receivers wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards draws back. Throws outside. You don't want to do that. He didn't. He's tackled in bounds. The Raiders are going to run out of time. And we've hit halftime. Bad clock management by the Raiders. At the end of the first half, Chiefs lead at 13-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. AFC West battle. The Chiefs lead the Raiders 13-7 as we start the second half. The Raiders at 5-1 in first place. The Chiefs tied with the Chargers and Seahawks for second at 4-2. One game back. So a big game right here in the AFC West. Kansas City will kick off to start the second half. Up by 6. So the Raiders with an opportunity to take the lead here on the opening drive. A huge game here in week 7. There's the kick by Bailey. Fielded by Robinson at the 3-yard line, out over the 20. And Marcus Robinson out to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 24. Raiders down by 6. Kevin Edwards, the 9th-year quarterback out of Army. There's his stats for the first half. Let's see what the Raiders can do here on their opening drive of the second half. Raiders in the I formation. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to John Chappell, and Chappell gets 2 yards out to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Dan Joseph on the tackle, the 12th-year linebacker out of Penn State. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Sports Davis in the room, bringing you the game on 2nd down. Edwards, play action, rolls out, throws deep, going for a big gain, and it's knocked down, incomplete. The ball was underthrown. Knocking it down was Luke Crosby, number 31. Intended for Francesca, but it was underthrown. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. The ball was severely underthrown. The Raiders are lucky it wasn't intercepted. It'll bring up 3rd down. Oakland will have it at their own 26. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff, throws downfield to Woods. He's wide open. One man to beat. And, a shoestring tackle by James Kearney at the 14-yard line. Or Woods would have scored. Darren Woods, the 3rd-year receiver out of Michigan. If not for Kearney's shoestring tackle right here. Watch this tackle by Kearney. If he doesn't make that, he scores. All the way down to the Kansas City 14-yard line. First down Raiders. A chance for them to take the lead. They're down by 6. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell. Chappell inside the 10. Touchdown. He goes in untouched. A 14-yard touchdown run by John Chappell. Not a single Chief laid a hand on him. And the Raiders have tied it up at 13. And now Alan McCoy will come on for the extra point to give the Raiders the lead. This game has gone back and forth. Alan McCoy will come on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead at 14-13. 6:44 left here in the 3rd quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri, Week 7, here at Jammin' Sports. The Colts and the Seahawks up after this. Game 2 of our doubleheader. So the Raiders strike quickly here in the second half and retake the lead. They're up by 1. Still a lot of football left in this one. Danny White will tee it up. He'll kick off for the Raiders. There's the kickoff by White. Fielded by Woods at the 2-yard line over the 20. And Desmond Woods out to the 27-yard line. The 6th-year receiver out of Florida. Jason Plunkett comes back out. The Chiefs down by 1 will start at their own 27-yard line. 6:40 left here in the 3rd. We'll check out who these teams play next week. I'm always curious. In Week 8. I'll tell you right after this play. 1st and 10 from the 27. Chiefs in the I formation. Plunkett to Manning. And Manning, he's going to lose a yard. Porter on the tackle for the Raiders. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. In Week 8, the Raiders will host Buffalo next week. And Kansas City will host Philadelphia next week. Second and 11. Kansas City from their own 26-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett steps up, throws outside, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Knocking it down, number 24, Eldon McCorkle, the fourth-year defensive back out of Syracuse. It'll be 3rd and 11. Nice defensive play by McCorkle. Desmond Woods, the intended receiver. 3rd and 11 from the 26. Plunkett in the shotgun. Back to throw. It's a blitz. He gets it off to Manning. And Manning turns upfield. And he gets out to the 32-yard line. Well shy of the first down. A gain of 6. It'll be 4th and 5. And Kansas City's going to have to punt. Russell Smith on the tackle, number 53. The 8th-year linebacker out of Alabama. Matt Runniger back to punt for Kansas City on 4th down. Runniger gets the punt away. Robinson from the 18-yard line out over the 30, out to the 34. First down Raiders. 5:38 left here in the third. Kevin Edwards comes back out. Raiders up by a point, 14-13 with 5:38 left here in the third. They'll start from their own 34-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell gets a yard out to the 33-yard line. Actually lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Luke Crosby on the tackle. He came in on the safety blitz. And makes the tackle for a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Raiders. 5:20 and counting here in the third quarter. Raiders up 14-13. It's been a good game. Raiders in the eye. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell 2 yards out to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. James Kearney on the tackle, number 46. Kearney's been everywhere today. Under 5 minutes now in the third quarter. 39 for the Raiders at their own 35. 5 receivers wide. Edwards, empty backfield. Takes the snap. Throws deep, and it's nearly picked off. Knocked down by Jesse Tuggle, number 58, the former Falcon. He spent 9 years with Atlanta. He's in his first year with the Chiefs. It'll be 4th down, and the Raiders are going to have to punt. Danny White will come in to punt for Oakland. Chiefs will get it back down by 1. There's the snap. Kick is away. That'll be fielded by Kearney at the 17. Brings it out over the 30. Out to the 31-yard line. First down Chiefs. 4.5 minutes left now in the third quarter. Those stats are obviously wrong. 32,000 completions. No. Just ignore that. So Kansas City down by 1 will start from their own 31-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett to Manning, and Von Manning, a nice gain out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. The rookie out of Hawaii, Von Manning. 4:10 and counting. We're in the third quarter. Raiders up by 1. Chiefs come out in the eye. Plunkett hands off to Braxton Givens, and Givens goes down, a 1-yard loss. Back at the 38-yard line, Russell Smith made the tackle for the Raiders, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 3:50 and counting here in the third. A big third down coming up for Kansas City. 3rd and 2 from their own 38. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett to Manning. And Manning goes down. He does not get the first down. No gain. The Raiders are right there. Led by Ethan Washington, number 94, and number 30, Kevin Zachary, the strong safety. They make the tackle. It'll be 4th down, and the Chiefs are going to have to punt. Raiders still lead at 14-13 here in the third quarter. 3:15 and counting. Matt Runninger back to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Robinson. And Robinson breaks the tackle and gets it out to the 21-yard line. First down Raiders. 3:05 left here in the third. Just a 1-point ball game. Raiders up 14-13. We're live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-1 Raiders, the 4-2 Chiefs. First and 10 from the 21-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards to Chappell. Chappell all the way out to the 30-yard line, a gain of 9. Finally tackled by Dante Holliday, number 45, the third-year free safety out of Kansas State. A 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 for the Raiders at their own 30-yard line. John Chappell, the running back, in his 10th year out of Arkansas. It'll be 2nd and 1. 2:40 and counting here in the third. Edwards takes the snap, hands off to Chappell, and Chappell goes down, no gain, at the 30-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Dan Joseph on the tackle, the linebacker. Third and 1 from the 30-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards, play action, throws deep. He's got a man open. It's caught by Francesca. Touchdown. Raiders, 70 yards to James Francesca. He just ran a fly pattern down the sideline. Edwards just put it up there. Francesca ran under it for a 70-yard touchdown. Wow. Perfect pass. The 5th-year receiver at a UNLV, James Francesca, 70 yards and a touchdown. And the Raiders go up 20-13. This extra point will make it an 8-point game. Alan McCoy for the PAT. It's up and it's good. Raiders lead by 8, 21-13. 2 minutes exactly left here in the third quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Raiders, they're starting to pull ahead. If the Raiders win, they'll stay in first place by themselves in the AFC West. We still have time, though, for the Chiefs to come back. Still a one-score game. Danny White will kick off for Oakland. Fielded by Woods at the 5, over the 20-25. And Desmond Woods brings it out to the 28-yard line. First down, Kansas City. 1:55 left here in the third quarter. So the Chiefs will start from their own 28. On 1st and 10, the Chiefs come out with 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Mitchell in motion. Plunkett fakes the handoff, throws out to Mitchell in the flat as he gets out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Pete Mitchell, the tight end, in his 12th year out of UCLA. Chris Viceroy on the tackle, the strong safety, in his 10th year out of Connecticut. 2nd and 4 for Kansas City. From their own 34-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett, play action, throws outside to Woods, and Woods goes down. No gain. The Raiders were right there, led by Chris Viceroy, number 26, and that'll bring up 3rd and 4. 1:11 left. Clock is running here in the third quarter, or at least it should be. Viceroy and Marcus Robinson on the tackle. A big third down for Kansas City, down by 8. At their own 34-yard line, 3rd and 4. The Chiefs come out with Plunkett under center. Plunkett drops back. Plunkett throws outside to Manning, and he's going to be hit shy of the first down. A gain of 2. Russell Smith makes the tackle. It'll be 4th down, and the Chiefs are going to go 3 and out again. They got a punt. 42 seconds left in the third quarter. The Raiders have stopped the last 3 Kansas City drives in their tracks. 3 and out each time. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 36. Matt Runniger back to punt again. Runniger gets the punt away. Fielded by Robinson at the 13. Brings it out to the 16-yard line. 28 seconds left here in the third. Raiders up 21-13. And they'll start from their own 16-yard line. Francesca having a big day. Over 100 yards receiving. And a touchdown. The Raiders can make it a 2-score game on this drive. Raiders come out on 1st down in the I formation. Edwards, play action, throws to Harrison. And Harrison out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 7 yards to be 2nd and 3. Third quarter clock winding down. I don't think they'll get the playoff in time. They might. No, I don't think so. And at the end of 3, the Raiders lead it 21-13 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The 5-1 Raiders, the 4-2 Chiefs. We start the fourth quarter, and the Raiders lead it 21-13. And the Raiders have the ball. It'll be 2nd and 3 at their own 23-yard line. Raiders up by 8. Chiefs looking to get a stop. Raiders trying to remain alone in first place in the AFC West. Kevin Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell around the outside. Chappell's got the first down. A flag is down. We'll sort this one out. It looks like he's got the first at the moment, but I think this one's coming back. This one's coming back. It's on the Raiders, on Ken Hayes, the left guard. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell struggling and gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it, maybe a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Luke Crosby on the tackle for Kansas City. 7.5 minutes left. Clock is running. Raiders up 21-13. Kansas City playing hard. They're not giving up. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Raiders at their own 16-yard line. Big 3rd down for Oakland. 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Steps up. Rolls out. Rolling around. Rolls and throws deep. And he's got a man, Francesca, all the way out to the 48-yard line. A 32-yard catch by James Francesca. All the way out to the Raider 48-yard line. 1st down, Oakland. Francesca did what you're supposed to do. If your quarterback's in trouble, run back toward him. He'll find you. So a big 1st down for the Raiders. They can eat up more time. 1st and 10 from their own 48. Raiders come out in the eye. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Chappell. And Chappell 2 yards out to the 50-yard line. James Kearney on the tackle, number 46. It'll be 2nd and 8. .625 in counting. On 2nd down. Raiders in the I formation again. Edwards to Chappell, and Chappell a yard to the 49. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. On the tackle, number 50, Jake Mays, the 6th-year linebacker out of SMU. Another big 3rd down coming up for the Raiders. 3rd and 7 at the Kansas City 49. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back, steps up, rolls out, throws to Chappell, and he's going to be tackled shy of the 1st down at the 43-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, Curtis Williams, the 10th-year defensive back out of Virginia Tech. It'll be 4th and 1. Let's see if the Raiders go for it. It'd be a 60-yard field goal. They're going to punt. Danny White back to punt. Aiming for the sideline. It goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So nice punt by White. Kansas City down by 8. They have 5:19 left to play. They start at their own 14-yard line. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We'll head to Seattle after this one. It'll be the Colts and Seahawks, the 2nd game of our doubleheader. We're live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back. Plunkett rolling out, throws deep to March. Down the sideline to the 29-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. And a Kansas City 1st down. Raymond March on the catch. Chris Viceroy on the tackle, number 26. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Four receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett drops back. Throws deep. He's got a man down the seam. Mitchell. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown. Kansas City. 71 yards to the tight end, Pete Mitchell. And Mitchell got wide open down the middle. And he makes the touchdown. For a big man, he's got some great speed. 71 yards. And the Chiefs pull to within 2. And Kansas City will go for 2 to try to tie it up. Raiders lead it 21-19. A 71-yard touchdown catch by Pete Mitchell, the tight end. And now the Kansas City Chiefs will go for 2. Two-point conversion try. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett hands off to Manning, and he does not get there. The Raiders stop him. Making the tackle, number 71, Terrence Andrews, the third-year defensive tackle out of Penn State. It remains a 2-point lead for the Raiders, 21-19, with 4:39 left. So the Chiefs get the touchdown, but they don't get the tie. They're still down by 2. .439 left. Dan Bailey will kick off for the Chiefs. There's the kick. Fielded by Peterson at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. And Tyler Peterson out to the 32-yard line. So the Raiders will take over up by 2, 21-19, with 4:35 left. For the Raiders, they want to put together some first downs, eat up some time. For the Chiefs, they're looking to stop the Raiders and get a 3-and-out. Just a 2-point ball game. It's been a good one here in Kansas City. Raiders come out. Edwards under center. Gibson in motion. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and Chappell goes down. No gain. Jesse Tuggle on the tackle, number 58. Now they say a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. 4:20 in counting. Raiders up 21-19. 4 receivers wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws outside to Francesca. He makes the catch at the 44-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders. That'll move the chains, and Oakland can eat more time. Francesca having a great game. 6 for 153 and a touchdown. Under 4 minutes left. 3:45 and counting. Raiders up by 2. On 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Edwards hands off to Chappell. He gets tackled right away. Back at the 40-yard line. Greg Bass on the tackle in his 5th year out of Utah. Actually, it was Timmy Beard, number 95, in his 13th year out of Auburn. It was Beard. A loss of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 40. 3:20 in counting. Raiders come out. Four receivers set wide. Edwards hands off to Chappell, and a nice gain by Chappell out to the 47-yard line. He got about half of it back. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. 2:52 in counting on the clock. Third and 7 at the 47-yard line. Raiders trying to hang on and win and get to 6-1, stay in first place in the AFC West. Four receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards steps up, throws downfield. It's nearly intercepted by John Brazil, broken up, the fourth-year defensive back out of Stanford. And that will bring up 4th down. And the Raiders are going to have to punt. Kansas City's going to get the ball back. .246 left. And Kansas City has 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Danny White back to punt. Gets the punt away. And this is going to go out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Not a bad punt. Now Kansas City down by 2. All they need is a field goal to take the lead. Raiders lead at 21-19. And now a chance for the Chiefs to take the lead if they can with 2:40 left. They'll start from their own 8-yard line. On 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett rolling around, throws outside, incomplete. Tried to hit Pete Mitchell, the tight end. That'll stop the clock with 2:35 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 8-yard line. You got to watch out for the safety here. On 2nd and 10 from the 8-yard line. 4 receivers to one side. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws. It's caught by Richardson out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Chief first down. Gloucester Richardson, the 7th-year receiver out of Pittsburgh. Chris Viceroy made the tackle. First down, Kansas City. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Probably right after this play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws to the near side to March. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 21-19 here at Chapman Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders. Raiders up 21-19 at the 2-minute warning. Kansas City has it 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. The Chiefs just need a field goal to retake the lead. Both teams have 3 timeouts. The Raiders at 5-1, the Chiefs at 4-2. 4 receivers wide for Kansas City. Plunkett in the shotgun on first down. Plunkett back. Throws to the near side. It's nearly picked off. Incomplete. Chris Viceroy and number 29 for the Raiders. Who's 29? It's got to be Mark Sanders. They both had a shot at it. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. 1:57 left. Plunkett under center. Plunkett will hand off to Manning up the middle, and Von Manning gets out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. 1:45 and counting. Plunkett back. Plunkett looking, throws down the near sideline, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Eldon McCorkle, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were looking for Mitchell down the sideline, or Woods. It was Desmond Woods. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Great play by McCorkle. Sanders actually got in on it too. A 1:39 left. The Chiefs are going for it on 4th and 4. 4 receivers wide. Plunkett in the shotgun. On 4th down, Plunkett back. Plunkett throws, gets it to Woods. Across midfield, they get the 1st down out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. Chiefs in the hurry-up. 1:27 and counting. Plunkett in the gun. From the Raider 48, Plunkett rolls out, throws. It's caught by Richardson, and he gets out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Kansas City is now in field goal range. 1:18 left. Marcus Robinson made the tackle, but the Chiefs have moved into field goal range. Raiders up by 2. On 1st and 10 from the Raider 32-yard line. It'd be a 49-yard field goal from here. Chiefs in the I formation. Plunkett to Manning, and Manning goes down. A loss of a yard. The Raiders take a timeout to conserve time in case the Chiefs score. 1:15 left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. It'll be a 50-yard field goal from here. Second and 10. Chiefs are threatening. They just need a field goal. They come out in the I formation. 1:15 left. Plunkett hands off to Manning around the outside. Manning, a nice gain. Down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 6. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. The Raiders take another timeout with 1:10 left. It would be a 44-yard field goal from here. What the Raiders don't want to do is let Kansas City get a 1st down, because then they can run the clock all the way down and kick a game-winning field goal. You want to stop them here, because the Raiders only have 1 timeout left. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Plunkett under center. Plunkett drops back, rolls out, and he may run for it. No, he throws, and it's incomplete, but a flag is down. This may be on the illegal forward pass. He was over the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 1:03 left. So the Chiefs will try a 44-yard field goal by Dan Bailey. It'll put them up by 1 as it's 4th and 5. So Bailey comes out. This will be from 44 yards and the lead. Soria to hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Chiefs take a 1-point lead, 22-21, with 59 seconds left. Dan barely connects from 44 yards, barely, to give the Chiefs a 1-point lead. And now the Raiders, all they need is a field goal. They have 59 seconds. They only have one timeout to work with, though. Can the Raiders get in field goal range and win the game? If the Chiefs win, we're going to have a three-way tie for first in the AFC West. And if Seattle wins in the game coming up next, we'll have a four-way tie. There's the kick. Fielded by Robinson at the 5 over the 20, 25, 30. And Marcus Robinson out to the 35-yard line. A nice return. The Raiders need about 35 yards for a decent field goal shot. And they have 54 seconds to work with and one timeout. Chiefs lead it 22-21. So the Chiefs have come back to take a 1-point lead. But they've left the door open for the Raiders. On 1st and 10. Kevin Edwards in the shotgun. Empty backfield. 5 receivers wide. Edwards back. Throws downfield. It's incomplete. He was looking for Harrison. Actually, he was looking for Tom Squirick, the third-year receiver out of Memphis. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line. 49 seconds left. On 2nd and 10 from the 35. Again, empty backfield, 5 receivers wide. Edwards takes the snap. Throws, gets it out to Harrison. Out to the 42. A gain of 7 will be 3rd and 3. Raiders in the hurry up. 38 seconds. Got to get everybody back. Edwards back to throw. It's a blitz. He gets sacked back at the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Raiders in the hurry up. 25 seconds. They got to get the receivers back. 23 seconds. 5 receivers wide. 19 seconds. Edwards back. Looking downfield. Throws. He's got Grant all the way down to the 38-yard line. Why aren't they calling their timeout? 7 seconds. He'll spike it. 5 seconds. Edwards will spike it with 1 second left. You should have called timeout. Bad clock management by the Raiders. Now they'll have to try a 55-yard field goal. They should have called the timeout. Here we go. Alan McCoy from... No, the Chiefs call a timeout. They're going to ice him. So Alan McCoy, a 55-yard field goal attempt to win it for the Raiders. If he misses, Kansas City wins. This is ball game right here. They should have called timeout. And they could have ran another play. Let's see if he can connect from 55. It's a tall order. Here we go. Alan McCoy from 55 yards. Final play of the game. There's the snap. Kick is up. And it's no good. And the Chiefs win. Kansas City comes back to win it 22-21. Thanks for watching here at Chapman Sports. Both teams are now 5-2, tied atop the AFC West. We've got the Colts and the Seahawks next. We'll see you then.